Hello all and welcome to another pickups video, and this is all of my Xbox pickups from the last few weeks. I've got both Xbox 360 and Xbox One to show you. There'll be collection update totals at the end of the video. So with that said, let's dive into the pickups. I'm going to start off with some stuff I've got from my good friend Ross of Bawhawhaw. Yes, he sent us a couple of games, but he also sent us a couple of bits of hardware as well. So let's start with that, and we'll start with one of these. Yes, I've been after one of these for a while. It's an Xbox One Kinect. Now, everybody else seems to find these at car boot sales, except for me. So, when Ross was on a Retro Chef swap shop and he showed one of these that he had available, I said straight away, mate, can I have one of those, please? I still need one. And I must admit, I'm a big fan of the Kinect. I loved it on the Xbox 360. Yes, it kind of bombed on the Xbox One. Well, it didn't kind of bomb. It really did bomb on the Xbox One. But I still want one, and I want to still play the handful of games that they did end up making for it. I really want to try Kinect Sports Rivals, actually, because I really liked Kinect Sports Season 1 and Season 2 on the 360. I even want to play a Fighter Within, which is supposed to be one of the worst games ever. Not just Kinect-wise, not just Xbox One, just literally one of the worst games ever. It handles horrendously with Kinect. But anyway, so pleased to have one of these. Me and Ross did a trade for this, so yeah, very happy to finally have one of these, mate. Thank you very much. But he did also send us a couple of bits out of the kindness of his heart, sent us a couple of gifts. Really grateful for that. And the second piece of hardware is a portal for Skylanders. Yes, I, again, seem to see people pick these up in charity shops all of the time for cheap, and they just don't turn up for me. But Ross found one day, knew I was after one, and said that, you know, did I want it? And he'd pick it out for me, and that's exactly what he did. So I've kind of Frankensteined my way to getting all of the stuff to actually play the Skylanders games. We've got the games first, got a bag full of Skylanders, and now I've got a portal. So thank you very much, mate. Super appreciative of that. Next up, we're going to start with the games, and the first one that he picked up for us, saw it in a charity shop for not a lot. Said, you know, do I need this? And it was the last Fallout game I needed. So yes, well, the last Fallout game I need, except for one of the add-on packs. I still think I'm missing an add-on pack for Fallout 3. Pretty sure I am. But anyway, I was missing Fallout New Vegas. He found a cheap copy of it, as he knows. Like it nice and complete with a manual. That's a really nice manual there. Bit of extra paraphernalia so we know it's proper complete. Disc is absolutely lovely. And again, he picked it up for an absolute steal in a charity shop nearby to him. So thanks for picking that up for us, mate. And thanks for sending it to us. And another game that he sent to us, Lego The Hobbit. Lego The Hobbits. Now, I'm still missing a couple of Lego games, but this puts me damn close to sort of finishing that subset, I do believe. And of course, like I said, he knows I want it complete with the manual. And yeah, it's got that nice clean manual there. And I must admit, I like that disc art. Didn't really pay notice of that before when I opened it up before. Really like that disc art. That's cool. Now, I'm not a big fan of the Hobbit films, but I am a fan of the Lego games, and I don't mind playing a Lego game based around it because they are quite fun, to be honest with you. So I'm sure we'll get some game score out of that, possibly the 1000G. The Lego ones tend to be not too taxing, but take a while. But yeah, super pleased to have that, mate. So thank you very much for sending that. Now, going back to Swap Shop quickly, the last game that he sent us was Ben 10. Omniverse 2. So, yep, he showed it on Swap Shop. I knew I needed it. I said, has it got the manual, mate? He said, no, it doesn't. So I said, all right, don't worry about it. But lo and behold, he sent it to us anyway. So we've got it as a bit of a shelf filler. Just got to track down a manual for it. Or if it turns up the game itself cheap at a later date with the manual, and I'll just buy another copy of it and replace this one and then forward this on to someone else as a gift as well. So, but yeah, no, it's totally cool to have that as a placeholder. But do you know what? It's not an expensive game, so is it one that I really need to worry about a manual for? Not entirely sure about that, but we do like them complete as a collector, so I probably will do. But yeah, cheers for sending that, mate. I know it hasn't got a manual, but you said that, and that was very generous of you to send that anyway. To go into the collection for now. Right, now on to stuff that I've actually bought myself. And first up, we've got Bakugan, Defenders of the Core. Now, I was visiting family in Birmingham, and while I was there, I managed to sneak off and go to Entertainment World, which is a real eyegasm of a store. It really is once you go inside there. There is just so much to look at. Horror figures, just collectible toys of all nature, and just games for every system. So naturally, I was going to have a good look at the 360 section, see if I can pick up something that I need. And I spotted this, priced up at £6, still got the label on it from when I bought it. And yeah, I mean, I must admit, did check the CX app to see if it was a good price, and it certainly was. It was a couple of quid under what CX were certainly selling it for at the time. It must have been about a month ago now I picked this up at least. But yeah, has it got a manual? Of course it has. They do keep all their discs and manuals behind the counter. So yeah, just made sure I had a manual when he went to put the game in, and it did. So totally happy with that. And do you know what? I don't really know a lot about Bakugan, but it looks an interesting game to play. I'm probably going to try this one sooner rather than later. Very interested in it, completely interested in it. I've got to be honest with you. Even though never knowing what it was, never really watching it in the past. But there we go. Bakugan, Defenders of the Court for only £6. Right, next up, let's show you this and get this one out of the way, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people picked this up after they heard it was announced. But yes, I did pick this up about 2 or 3 weeks after it was released, actually, the Cowabunga collection, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And in fact, I don't buy many brand new Xbox One/Series X games sealed and new, but when I do, I kind of like to do an unboxing or unwrapping video for YouTube. And I did actually record one, but when I opened it, there was absolutely nothing inside, so it hardly seemed worth putting it out. And I really do think it's a bit of a missed opportunity. I know they've done a special edition, I've got to be honest with you. Just a bit of a missed opportunity just to slip something in there. It's just one sheet of stickers or a manual with a really nice cover on it or something, you know. But yeah, no, I was a bit disappointed with that, but certainly not disappointed with the game. Fantastic to have all of these classic Turtles titles on there, all on one disc. And as I say, I've played them all. I've 1000G'd it. I must admit, they've kind of made the 1000G easy with the fact you can use save states, and it has a rewind feature, and you can actually watch a playthrough of the game without playing it yourself, save it in that mode, then go into playing it, load it up, and actually then continue playing on from where you saved it by watching a playthrough. So yeah, there are easy ways to do the 1000G, but I played every game in this, most of them in their entirety, and it's just absolutely fantastic. I did actually stream this for a little bit when I bought it as well, but yeah, I picked it up for, I think it was £34.99, but I had like £2 something on my game card, and they said, do you want to use it? And well, it's money off, why not? But oh yeah, absolute must own if you ask me. Certainly, Turtles fan, goes without saying, doesn't it? Must own. Right, next up we've got a handful of games from CEX, and the only Xbox One game from CEX is Dirt 4. Their sticker is hiding the 4 there, but it's Dirt 4, and a tiny bit of a story behind this one is that I was made aware that the online of this was having a server closure. And of course, it was on Game Pass. Didn't own it physically, but it was on Game Pass. So I hit Game Pass, and I wanted to smash out all of the online so that I could then buy it, because I do like the Dirt games, so that I could then buy it and still have the completion available to me. And what happened is I did all of the online, and I had these monthly and weekly and daily challenges that obviously expire after whatever time they are of. And one of the weekly ones I had 2 or 3 shots at and failed them all. And the servers were meant to close, and it didn't. They were actually still reported being open for like another week or so. And I was like, I've got another chance to get the weekly ones done here. So with that, I had a look, see my local CXs had a copy of this in stock. One of them did. I had a £6 voucher, went along, spent the £6 voucher, topped it up with my own money, and left with some 360 games as well. One that comes with a little bit of a manual as well. Come on, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you can learn from that. I mean, yeah, it's not an awful lot, but you know what? It's something. And do you know what? If there's no manual in there, I don't really know if it has one. And Xbox One, I'm not fussed if they have manuals or not. It won't stop me buying a game to put in the collection if there's no manual in there. But yeah, do you know what? This is a fantastic game. I play it in the arcade sort of style that you can do, and I'm absolutely enjoying it. And yes, I was able to get that last online achievement and actually make the bracket in the weekly challenge, the top half bracket in the weekly challenge, which I had messed up on and missed out on with 2 or 3 attempts, thanks to people reporting that the servers were actually still active for a while. I'm not sure if they are now, but they were active for a while, and I only needed that extra week. So absolutely thrilled to get that achievement and to pick up this game. So yeah, we picked up a couple of Xbox 360 games while we're in there as well. Knocks off another one of the Moto GPs. Only £3 for Moto GP 13. Missing a few of these. I think I've got 6 and 7, and then I've got 9/10. 9/10 is one game, but 6 and 7 have their individual ones, and got 13 now as well. No manual in this one because it's got the writing on the inlay, so I wasn't worried about that. But yeah, saw it there for only £3, and if any 360 game is in single digits when it comes to its price, and I need it, if I've got the funds available, I'm going to nab it straight away now, because as we know, 360 collectors, we are creeping on the prices of these. And funny pickup time. I've got one that's a little bit better than this afterwards, don't worry. Funny pickup time. PES 2011. PES 2011 for only 50p, and it is mental that I didn't have this. And I say it's mental that I didn't have this. Maybe I was going a bit mental, because I was assured that to myself that I had this, and every time I went in a charity shop and I'd see it sitting there, I was like, oh, I've got that. And it was only like about, I don't know, possibly even a year ago, I realised I didn't have it. And every time I go in a charity shop, they'd like have 10 and 12, but not 11, and it just wouldn't turn up. And then I saw it in the CX, and it was only 50p, and I was just like, right, get it done, get 2011. And yeah, that's what I did. So yeah, just 50p, got a cheap sports title, knocked off the list. And this next one I'm really pleased to have picked up, actually, because I've had the second one for ages, but not the first one. I've been waiting for the first one to turn up, one of my local CXs, and at £5 I couldn't say no to Iron Man. Couldn't say no to Iron Man 2, the official video game of the movie. And it's that CX where the manual's in it before you take it to the counter. That's how you know you're going to get it or not. And there it was. So a nice condition manual there as well. It's quite funny. They had Iron Man 2 as well, and I was watching him like a hawk, and he went to put Iron Man 2 in there, and I was like, mate, that's the wrong one. But yes, I've been caught out like that before, so I'm always watching them when they put the discs in. If there's another game with another number after it that's very close to the one you're picking up. But anyway, we picked up Iron Man for only a £5, and yeah, I do like Iron Man. So I haven't played Iron Man 2, and it's not because I haven't owned Iron Man 1, I just haven't got to it yet. But now I have got the first one. I can play the first one for the second one, and this will be getting played certainly next year. Certainly next year this will be getting played at least. Probably won't get to it this year, but got an idea with 360 games that I'm going to do next year, and this will probably be one of them that will be getting played. And then last up, while I was out in the town where I was picking up those games from CX, I went into a local, cash converters of mine, and went through the Xbox One section, and I was after the Crew 2 for a while. And I must admit, I was looking with the intention of hoping that was there, and I did find it once before I found this copy of it, and I flicked it around like that to look at the price, and it was £10. And then I carried on looking through, and I thought, no, I think it's £8 at 6. I think it was when, well, it certainly was when I was looking. Anyway, I carried on looking through them, and then I saw it again, flipped it around, and this one was only a £5. And so now we've got one that's cheaper than it is in CX, so I'll pick that up. So yep, we nabbed the Crew 2 for only a £5. Looking forward to playing this. I've got it installed already. Whipped the disc back out for this video. Normally I forget to do that. And we've got a season pass in there. Haven't tried that out, but I certainly will try that out. And hopefully that will work. You never know. It might do, but it's just a bonus if it does. So there we go. So yeah, I do now own the Crew and the Crew 2. Haven't played either of them, and I'll probably play this before playing the first one. Very much looking forward to getting stuck into this one. I've been told that the 1000G on this isn't too bad. Just might take a while. But yeah, really on a racing game kick at the moment, so we'll be on to that very, very soon. So there we go. That is my pickups from the last few weeks. I have kind of slowed up a bit. It's been a little bit more of a play games and pick games up sort of time period for me in the middle of the year, or certainly the summer. Schedule at work is always kind of frantic, so I don't get much time to hunt. And when I do, I kind of just want to stay at home and chill. But anyway, we picked up a few Xbox One games. That's everything I've got. Update totals now here appearing on screen for you. There we go, and that's what we're up to now. There we go. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you have enjoyed this video, please do hit a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed and you have enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. If you subscribe, I will love you for it. I do love all my current subscribers already. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, please do take care.